What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another video. So it's that time again. Time for the back nine. What topic are the men from the back nine going to pick this week? You know what? I'll make you guys wait a little bit and see. But before we do that, big shout out to my man Ben from CBSI. I appreciate you letting me put these videos here for content for everybody in the community to see. Check out CBSI's website. I'll leave a link in the description. Amazing website, as I say all the time, with just fantastic content. Can't miss website for any comic collector like myself. And also big shout out to my man Phil from Vintage Comics and Toys, who sets this all up and does all of the hard work and then just passes it on to me to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's take a look at what Phil has to say this week, and we'll talk about it right now. All right. So there are a lot of great reviews for the new Batman movie. Before the movie, investors were moving in on the vintage Batman keys, and some have gotten out of reach for our investors. So true. However, modern Batman comics are still affordable, particularly Catwoman comics. With that in mind, we are picking the best Catwoman covers, as many have dipped the past 5 years. I think it's easy money if you buy cheap and wait and hold. As always, if you have a pick you would like to recommend, please leave in the comments below. Feedback is always appreciated, and I couldn't agree more. If you guys did not see the Batman, shame on you. I think with all the hype and what Zoe Kravitz did there is definitely so much of an upswing in the future for her, because she's really just becoming the Catwoman in that movie. So the door is open for her to come back for futures, be it in her own series, her own movie, whatever it may be. But I think there's a strong future for that character in the MCU. And the movie was well reviewed and well received. So we should see many more with that. But you know what? Let's go with the first one, and it's a banger right out of the box, an iconic classic. And Jason Shaw goes with Catwoman number 51. This is always fresh on my mind when I think about Catwoman in comics. Modern take by Adam Hughes on an instant classic when this hit the newsstand. You cannot talk about Adam Hughes and not mention that, because it's probably one of his top 3 covers. This cover has since been swiped quite a bit. Recently it was swiped with a Harley cover, which was kind of similar. It was pretty good, but nothing beats that one right there with the makeup running down and everything. I mean, that book is basically a key just because of a cover. It's one of those cover keys. People who love artwork collect it. Adam Hughes has been coming back strong lately. He kind of went in the lull and you didn't see his work, but lately he's been putting out some really good stuff. So good to see an artist like him come back into the industry and start killing it again. Now we just need J. Scott Campbell to stop mailing it in and do some classic stuff again, and we'll be good. Or some Jim Lee artwork. That would be amazing. So now Topher goes with Catwoman number 66, a book I did not know about. I don't think many people know about this Mona Lisa. I think the Catwoman mask brightens up the Mona Lisa smile. That is definitely a book that is interesting. It's definitely different. Don't know if it's in my realm of collecting, but I see how it would appeal to certain people. And again, like they said, cheap buys. If you find it on the cheap, pick it up. Peter Renner goes with Catwoman number 74. I'm a big fan of this Adam Hughes number 74. It's one of my favorites of this classic cover run on Catwoman. I love the reflection in the safe as she is removing the painting, and that's just killer. If you ever really look at that, that's sick. It's such a clever way of to tell a story on the cover with a single image. He has a couple real standouts in this run of covers, but this one has always been on the top of my list. That run, if you haven't taken a look at it, is probably one of, if not Adam Hughes' best runs. He's very well known for that run there. He put out some crazy good covers on that run, and that is one. There are a couple more, if you haven't seen them, that are really nice. Do a Google search on Adam Hughes Catwoman, and you're gonna run into some classics. And now we're gonna go. Walker goes with talk about classics, a Silver Age classic, Lois Lane number 70. Lois Lane number 70 is a classic. First new suit, I think, and a major first appearance. I believe that's the first appearance of Catwoman in the Silver Age. If I'm not wrong, if anybody knows better than me, just comment, leave a comment. That way we can share with everybody. But she gets the revamped suit later on. But for a while, that was the suit. And in a Lois Lane comic of all comics, go figure. There are actually a couple. Jimmy Olsen has, Dark Side in his book, but Lois Lane has that, and she has the Afro-American Lois Lane, which are a couple of big books out of those runs of basically filler books, But interesting. Those are the books sometimes you find in a while because everybody doesn't. Who cares about Lois Lane, All right, now this is a banger right here, and this is Catwoman number 41. So Jack Kornblatt goes with, I'm going to go with Catwoman number 41, the Frizen variant. At the time I am writing this, I have not yet seen the new Batman movie, but everything I'm hearing about Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman has been amazing. Could her portrayal become iconic like Michelle Pfeiffer's? If so, this cover featured her could do really well. Add in the fact that it's a gorgeous cover by Jenny Frison, one of the best cover artists out there right now, and you've got a book with a lot. I just wish they showed her face a little more, but it's Jenny Frison. I'm a huge Jenny Frison fan. She just kills covers. Another great cover artist. I think that Zoe Kravitz rivals Michelle Pfeiffer. Maybe even surpasses her in certain aspects. But what are your guys' opinions? Anybody who's seen it, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, because that's always fun to share. Catwoman number 4. I like this art gem. It is perfect in every way with the subtlety of the cat on her glove, the broken heart on her mask, and also the bat on her mask. This is by Ben Stein. And you know what? Those are the things you have to look at, especially like art gem. Art gems, women, does beautiful women, but they all kind of look similar. That cover didn't. But it's the little effects that he puts in there that you make you think, you're like, wow, you know what? What was he thinking when he was drawing that cover? And that's a beautiful cover. I actually stocked up on that cover. It never became a big cover, but you never know. It might have its day. I just like the way it looked. Archer had a run where he was just destroying covers too, one of those great modern cover artists. All right. And then Mike Morello picks an amazing cover. I wish I had this in the collection. This is Catwoman number 39, the 1 in 25 variant. Sozomike. Catwoman number 39, the 1 in 25 variant. I will mess this name up, but it's Sozomika has made a big splash into the scene with this Catwoman and her Red Sonja and Vampy covers. Her sexy style is definitely here to stay, and this one being her first mainstream cover will make it a sought after for a long while. As more people discover her work, this will be the one they go back to. Too bad DC messed up on the art on the second print. They will only make people want this 1 in 25 even more. And that's Mike Morello. I did not even know about this cover until Josh Graham was mentioning it with the FOC. Another thing that's sponsored by another another CBSI contribution by my boys at East Meets West. If you don't check that out, check it out. But that book's going, I think it was like $150, $179 sold for a 1 in 25. So that's crazy when you think that usually a 1 in 25 is about $25, $30. So big kudos to whoever was able to pick that book up, because you scored big time. Van Demby's going to go with Batman number 685 by one of the premier cover artists, Alex Ross. Is fantastic. All black cover of Catwoman is one to add if you're a collector of the Batman. I don't think there's anything else to say except beautiful. It's just an amazing cover. Something that any chance I get, I will grab, especially if it's in a cheaper, because it's not an expensive book. But if I find that for $2, score, take it. I do that with Alex Ross covers. I did that with Michael Turner for a long time. Still do certain Turner covers. Certain artists, you just love their work, and that's what we are. We're fanboys, so we pick up what we love, And now we're going to go with Adam's going to go with Catwoman number 2. Another great art gem cover right here. Art gem killed it with the effects on this cover, and one style that I have not seen before done by him. It's a sick cover. I like that it's a forward-facing, not a side pose, which you get a lot from Archer. And the way it's raining down like that, that's a badass cover. Another book, like I said, that run by Archer, I was collecting really, really hard back then, and a lot of us were. I know all my fellow New York Warriors were, and everybody was investing in that book big time. And now we're going to go with my pick here, and that's going to be Convergence #0, the 1 in 100 Adam Hughes variant. This is such an underrated Catwoman cover by the great Adam Hughes. It has renditions of both modern and Silver Age Catwoman, which I believe hasn't been done since. And to top it off, it has a low print run. I mean, think about it. It's a 1 in 100 on Convergence 0, which really didn't do nothing. They actually did 2 Catwoman covers. Adam Hughes does another one. I think it's for Convergence #1, which is really nice too. But the 0, that one there, the 1 in 100, is the one, the money book for that one. If you can see that in the wild and pick it up, definitely I would grab it. I had one. I actually have one. It's a 9.8, which I'm happy to have in the collection. But even a raw copy in the PC, just great to have. So that's about it. Let me know what you guys thought of these picks. I thought there were some fantastic books here. What picks did we not pick that you guys would have picked? Leave it in the comments. And for everybody that's in the tri-state area, don't forget King Kong Saturday, 9 o'clock early admission and 10 o'clock regular admission. $5 to get in the door, guys. Come on down. I believe my man Ben from CBSI is going to be there too. So that'll be the first time for me meeting him. Should be awesome. Till my next video.